All right, so again, I'm looking at this, like I said, in the book of Enoch, and it was just making me think, like I said, about the video that I had watched earlier. These are in one likeness of something. Like I said, it's almost like this cult energy or this we are Negan energy. And it seems like these people kind of like flock together or whatever when it comes to, trying to embarrass people or stuff like that. So I did realize, today, because I remember I was walking through the kitchen today. I'm like, damn, this floor need to be swept or whatever. But I was, in the middle of doing some stuff or whatever, packing up some stuff and doing some things. And, like I said, for me, I don't know, there's just this something, right? Sometimes it's good and everything is all, nice or whatever. And then sometimes, like I said, when I feel like I'm overwhelmed, and I feel like that's the thing it is to overwhelm somebody, to send a lot of different hectic things and a lot of different brute force and all these things into somebody's life, and then point out, the mishaps, as if because there's crumbs on your floor, you know what I'm saying, that makes you less holy. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we're dealing with luminaries or we're dealing with people that are of maybe elevated statuses, these people don't have to really do these things most times in their lives. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. And I say, I guess to each his own or whatever. But like I'm saying, there's like, I feel like there's assistance with these people where it feels like I'm running a whole fucking universe right here by myself, right? Because it's almost like nobody really want to help out that energy, right? Everybody else is working together against this energy to vilify or crucify this energy. So you have to question what we're really talking about here, okay? It's almost like with light or purity, they don't like it. So they're throwing out all the stops here, okay? That's what I feel like it is. But I knew this girl before I had heard her saying something on account of things like this that would be embarrassing me, that would let me know that this person has a view into my home or a view into my life somehow, okay? So this also might be Anunnaki, possibly energy here, or the fowl of the air, okay? And again, we talk about the fowl of the air swooping down and bringing down the people real low and they coming up real high. So just put that into account, okay? So again, we do see here that out of all of these angels here that were selected, there was only one, okay? Listen to this. There's only one. And I wrote down Raquel, Michael, or Michael, okay, Michael, and Ramiel, okay? And now Rama, out of all of these angels, the 7 angels, or 8, 7 or 8, okay, 7, okay. Out of all of these, Ramiel, okay, is the one of the holy angels whom God set over those who rise. Okay, so that's very specific. This is one that specifically was chosen by God, I guess. Okay, set over those who rise. But also, it makes me think about, it makes me think about this quote that I heard somebody say, right? And I don't know how this is pertaining to this, but to the fact of, I guess he chose someone that hated me more than he did. Okay. So again, those who have eyes to see will see and ears to hear will hear. Okay. And probably see where I'm coming from. All right. So, for what sins have they bound, and on what account have they been cast into hither? Then Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me and was chief over them, said, Enoch, why dost thou ask? And why art thou eager for the truth? All right, so this makes me think about me asking for the truth today, okay? And it says, these are the number of the stars of heaven which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord. Now, again, this is questionable right here, okay? This is very questionable right here to me because we're talking about Lord energy, okay? Now, if this is someone who transgressed the Lord, it depends on who is the lordship at the time. The Lord is more so like the one who presides or the president or something like this. And when I say that if, just like the same thing, honor your mother and fathers, or again, looking at, so-called heavenly creatures or energies here on this plane, those who preside, okay? The president presides, don't they? Okay. So this makes me think about, if the president is attacking you, if the president or the lordship or whoever is the lord or overseer at that time you seem like you have been singled out and attacked by this entity or this energy or this person, then again, this may be something here that's saying to me that, like I said before, when it comes to Moshe and Moab energy, sometimes I question that. I don't know why I have such a harsh energy when it comes to that. And again, because you have your Moses, you could look at like the Moses who was a American Indian or whatever, okay, from the South, I think Seminole energy. And then you have also you have people that would call like a Harriet Tubman a Moses, and then there was another feminine energy of the North that they called like she was like a in the likeness of Harriet Tubman, and I cannot remember her name. I think through Wisconsin and stuff like that. Okay, and I can't remember what the beef was between the two. Like one was actually Moses, but one got the title and the representation. Like I feel like what they're saying is Harriet Tubman got the recognition for the same type of work that this feminine energy, I can't remember what her name was, in the North, that was doing almost the same thing. Okay, but it seemed like Harriet Tubman of the South got the recognition for it, when some people might say that her energy was questionable. And I know that she did, go look to the moon. Okay, and then there was another, and it makes me think about northern energy or aurora energy here, okay? That you have to wonder, where did that person get their energy from? Because when it was just saying this one burns day and night all day long, it's just all its own, all right? So you have to wonder, some of these feminine energies that are copycat succubus energies that have been exalted above some of us holy ones, okay? Just because of whatever, maybe they fit the narrative a little bit better than we do, because we're going to keep to what it is. All right. Again, so I'm just saying this is a separation of whatever this is here. All right. And so we have to think about that. There's always two parts to everything. Always. It's always going to be the dual nature of, or parallel energy. Okay. So we have the sun card here pulled up in my imagination deck. Okay. That's what I call it. And it's a little girl standing on a ladder in a field of flowers, and she's painting a sun onto the sky, a dark night, but it's a dark blue night sky, but she's painting the sun on it. And it says, paint the sun back into your sky. Okay. All right. So maybe this is saying something about the sun. You know what I'm saying? The sun is wanting to be back in the sky of someone. Okay. And then we have also the garden, and it's a young lady sitting in a garden underneath some birch trees. She has her sword sticking in the ground beside her. She's in a field of flowers. And it says something. It looks like she has a little bit of, I was about to say alopecia, but it's vitiligo maybe on her legs. Okay. All right. And it says something lovely will grow from this, okay? And it's kind of reminding me of like a couple little markings and stuff that I have on my legs. So that's really funny here. But there's also markings on her pants too. But there's definitely vitiligo on her legs, okay? All right. So then we have the thorns here. And there's three ladies here, a little girl and two ladies sitting here, using they're hanging roses up in a room or whatever, decorating a place. Oh. And it says, weave together the crown you deserve. And then today, actually, there was a image of a female that does like, goodness, she does like work in like hotel rooms and stuff like that, decorating or whatever, for like special events. Beautiful work. Okay. And that's so funny, because this is what this is reminding me of here. Oh, it's just reminding me, like, I don't know why it is. I feel like these people these energies watch me so much that, I don't think, it just makes me feel sad sometimes, because I feel like a lot of things that I'm missing out on. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting blamed for these things, things that will enrich or things that will, excite this journey. And I promise you, I don't know what it is. I know people wanted to make it seem like it's bad luck. Everything you run that grows around you, is not growing because you're not doing this. And I just don't like that. I don't like that energy, because I know myself, you know what I'm saying? And I know where I'm coming from. And I know I deserve better than a lot of things that, like, that's what I feel. I just feel like, and I feel like some of these women are nasty. And that's just all. I really do. I feel like some of these women are just nasty. over these men or whatever. And I don't know. I just don't think the same. I'm just not like that. I don't know. Maybe I at one point in time might have been possessed. No, I never have. You know, I either love you hard and I just think about you and, you know, want your safety or something like that, or I might be worried about you or something like that. But to be possessive, like, oh, I just want to like see you now, come over here, stay over here. Like, I just ain't never. I don't know. It just ain't me. You know, because I know that again, when we're dealing with these energies, they deal with other people and stuff. That's not my place. And even when it comes to whatever the masculine energies, I'm never like calling somebody out because I'm jealous. When I put my list of names and I put next to it, or if I cross somebody out or something, when I have I do have my list of names or whatever, and if it's because maybe when they were around or they may have said something that triggered me, that let me know you meant that shit from the soul. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that back. Like, I feel like sometimes when there was angelic beings that was upset with me because they couldn't connect with me, or because they felt like we didn't have a connection, that, maybe something that they, sent my way, some kind of energy made me feel like, oh, you really meant that shit and that ain't gonna change. And so again, some things, it's not that I don't forgive them. It's just like, I'm just like, okay, I felt that energy or whatever. And so, it's like, I don't know, I guess I am kind of like, I can be in my 3D life, swords, Queen of Swords energy, right? And I mean, that could be something, again, why divine masculine, but it just would never be with that person or these people. It's just like, I don't know. I guess you get what you give or something like that. Or like, it just depends on how your energy rubs off with me. But anyways, it said, weave together the crown you deserve. And, that's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing more than what is supposed to be for me, And there's 11 here. So again, that 11, we got 11, 15, and 14. And this 11 is sticking out to me as like a twin flame. Like, paint the sun back into your sky. And, that's just all that's really, that's like, this is where it is here for me right now. Maybe this is a gift from the universe, because nothing is right or something. And like I said, we just noticed that all of these angels that are listed are just, they've been appointed maybe by a Lord energy. But this last energy was appointed by God. Okay. Who God set over those who rise. I feel like some of these energies are like, there's just a lot of jealous feminine energies. And I feel like, and that's where I was going with this. I feel like even just sitting here looking at this Ace of Pentacles from this deck here, okay? This is like my Art Nouveau deck. And this guy, he's coming to, he looked like he's coming to bring somebody a pinnacle, but like his steps is being really like, I don't know if I want to, should I? Damn, I don't know. And, it's like, this is a younger, I'm guessing this is a page energy here, okay? And he's holding this pinnacle, and he's kind of looking like, and it kind of reminded me, like I said, of that thing that I saw when I was driving. Like, I really hate you, but there was hearts in the background. Do you know what I'm saying? It was that kind of energy. Almost like this energy, like, I don't know, like I'm too good to you, like. But it's almost like, oh, you fuck. You freaking. Why? Okay? Like, that's the energy that I get. Okay? All right? I don't know, y'all. But I feel like a lot of opportunities is missed, and what I want to get to is the core of why does it feel like that. And sometimes the only thing I can come up with is because I'm different. And, I think people expect me to maybe read minds. They expect me to know certain things. They expect me to interpret these things. And all I can say is, I don't know. I don't know why. And I feel like it's a lot of this energy that I feel is burdensome on me, is placed on me. It's like everybody wants me to hold their burdens, maybe because I'm that kind of person that, people can come talk to in especially like in the 3D, okay? Um, they could come talk before I realize that this everybody's listening to everything that people do. I mean, especially when it comes to me. So it's kind of like a thing of safety to not be around people, because if you're around me 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be getting surveilled or something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's the thing for everybody now or what, but um, yeah. So it's just that energy. Like I said, I just feel sad sometimes because I feel like a lot of these blockages and stuff is just like from people. It's like almost I'm hearing that song "Bag Lady," right? But it's just like where do I clear these bags or whatever? Because I just I don't feel like they're mine. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's like I don't feel like it's like the scapegoat energy. Like everybody trying to pile on all the mess on you. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's funny when we're going to talk about the scent of a woman or the scent of a tree or the scent of something when it comes to Enoch or this energy that's going on in this writing. Like, yeah. And actually, it's also making me think that maybe, um, it's also making me think that, okay, that maybe somebody's not being honest with me about where they've been today, right? And it may be where people can see this person, maybe this where people can see the twin, the soulmate with me only, right? Because our house is being surveilled, okay? But they don't see maybe this other activity of this masculine. I was sitting here today and I said that, or feminine, masculine, feminine, whatever, whatever. I was just thinking that. I said, now that would be weird if they're watching everything I do. Like I'm this girl in this glass house. Everybody's judging me. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's talking about me, right? Now let's say let's just say again, this is not what I'm saying is happening. I'm just saying what if. What if this is like somebody having a hold on the masculine here? Like again, people want to make comments or whatever, but again, the relationship it was never really a harmful or argumentative or jealous relationship or anything until, like I said, whatever this is that entered this home 2 years ago. And I was thinking, is it judgment by God? Is it whatever? I don't know. Okay. But like I said, what if it was like that they can see everything I'm doing, but they can't really see what this masculine might be doing when he leaves this house? So those women aren't judged necessarily. The inside of their homes are not being shown. They're not being micromanaged or picked on or whatever, right? They don't have thousands of people having access to their energy and just gossiping and talking and sending negative energy towards them. You see what I'm saying? I didn't choose that. You see, I'm just realizing that I might have been watched longer than I think, and I've been maybe watched in more private positions where I should not be, okay? So right here is just telling me like, because of that, it's almost like got a lot of enemies, or like that energy of like, these bitches nosy, they want the tea on me, okay? I mean, because they talk about more private, intimate things, where I approach things on a political arena, or I approach things that have to do with other particular things, except for when it comes to what's going on in this household, because I feel like people are watching, and sometimes I do feel like, it's some things that do trigger me, like that. Like the thing about somebody talking about sweeping today. Like, why you all in my damn business? You know what I'm saying? Why you that concerned? That whatever that have to do don't have nothing to do with my soul. And the fact that somebody is that petty or stoop that low, let me know, you may not be as holy again as you think, again, in somebody's eyes, maybe God's eyes. I don't know if this is telling me that this person is that angel or whatever, but I feel like that's kind of messy. I feel like it's kind of messy. That's what I feel. And we're going to keep it right there. So again, and I feel like, again, this is the kind of energy where some of these females are so jealous, right? They try to act like they're not, but I can sense it. The masculines and the feminines or whatever may not notice it, but I notice it. I can smell these. I smell fear on people. I can smell jealousy. I can sense hate. I just can. It's in your throat chakra, your voice. You know, it's just, I can just sense it. I can just look in somebody's eyes and see how they really feel about your ass. I've always had these gifts. They say no face, no case. I think that's why a lot of these people don't really show their face, because you can really see. Especially if they're a militia that's sent and geared to come towards me, right? So again, they may be comparing this energy, but they're really just showing the other feminines that may be up against me for these masculines in a good light. Right? But they don't want to show my good light. They only want to show the negative things, or they want to pick, when there is something good, they want to go ahead and pick the foul thing of the day. You see? And judge on that. All right? So that just let me know that none of these motherfuckers can judge me. And I feel like this is a lot of reasons why I have blockages. This is the reasons why I have, it's not me. Because the masculines always seem to come back around. Or feminines, or the energies. It's not me. I can't help what people are doing to me, or the way that they're projecting my energy to others, or that others have to go to other people to get the tea on me. And so I feel like that's how, I'm just going to be honest. I think it's some kind of masking sorcery or something that somebody's using on me in order for you to miss out on opportunities here. The binding or blinding, just like I just mentioned earlier, the crown over the eyes. Also, you know, the bondage over the eyes is just this whole thing about over the eyes. Also, people saying, you know, not to look with these eyes, but the one eye. But, excuse me, that's all what is going all day. It's like a damn never-ending story. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know how to put both of them together. And that's the Sekhmet energy, that defender or that protector. She is also a lady of images. And again, I just say that these are just different energies like this, because I feel like looking at it that way lets me know why somebody might be attacked. It kind of like puts everything together for me a little bit, okay? So, yeah. So I think that that's just the case, okay? I feel like a lot of this stuff, the so-called blessings that may be coming in, these women don't want me to have anything. They don't want me to really, they're glad when they see me leaving out of the spotlight or something like this. And they just don't, that's just what it is, okay? At the end of the day, they don't. And I'm talking about as above, so below. I'm talking about high, you know what I'm saying? Those who are exalted, those are not. So it's coming from all directions. And it makes me miss out on these opportunities. And this is what the ancestors is telling me, because this must be something that has happened because of the beautiful nature, not just outwardly, but inwardly, of some feminines that came, you know, maybe in my same likeness or with my same energy or something like that. Because even if I choose not to watch tarot, or I choose not to look at this or whatever, they know how to come into my mind. They know how to come into my, for this stagnating energy here, okay? And it's sad. And then it's like hours later, they let me see what I missed out on. You see what I'm saying? Where it's people playing in my energy all the time, like I'm some fucking toy or something that people can pick up and play with, that anybody can play, like a public, something. And then everything I do is being judged, at the same time. Not to say that I don't take responsibility for the things that I do and say. I'm just saying the things that might ignite these things is because I always have to fight. I was just thinking about that energy today. I done had to fight for everything. I done had to fight this whole freaking time. It's a fight. I have to fight. Nothing. People might look at me and think it comes easy. Nothing comes easy, really. I have to fight. If you leave a energy, whether it's masculine or feminine or whatever, both or whatever, in that energy all the time, it's not, it's like a defense. You just, it's just how I'm built, I guess, and that's just what it is. It's not towards anybody. It's just like my job, like separate what I do with my work from who I am. And we could get along a lot better because nothing is personal. I'm not never coming on here saying, I'm about to get this person back. It just ain't never that for me. It just ain't, I don't have time for that shit. It's never a personal, I'm going to make this sound more like this because most of the time when I'm reading this text, it's something that's going to smack me across the cheek. Something that I have to learn from. And it just irritates me because these are the same people with that kind of like Babylon, Tower of Babel energy where, people are just here to take. And when they're done, they want me gone. And this has happened over and over again. Because they don't want, or, it's like, it's okay for you to get to that level. But when you come over here, then we're going to cause problems for you because we don't want you getting above this level. It's almost like a motherfucker don't want to realize that, again, the living God is amongst us within a vassal. So they work day and night to try to sabotage or vilify. And I feel like that's what it is. And that's why it's almost like a lot of people try to throw that damsel in distress around. And I don't necessarily like to look at it that way. But I do feel like there is something different about me. And I feel like that's why God maybe does show a little special attention. But these feminine energies and these other energies don't realize it's the torturous things that they're doing to me, why I might have to sit at the right hand, or I might have to sit where I have to sit. It's also, like I said, that whole thing about birthing a nation, or just, sending a baby out prematurely, sending somebody out prematurely during birth. And it's almost like that would be messed up if a mother or something saw that somebody was going to shine a little bit brighter than her and then ended up pushing her daughter out there early and put her daughter in a situation where she might be. And now this is talking about the earthly mothers and the earthly masters that are supposed to be protecting and stuff, but they're not. Some of these people didn't do their job, or they're not doing their job, and it left their children vulnerable, those that they begot vulnerable to other energies. And I feel like some of this is done on purpose here, okay? It's almost like pushing the baby out the nest before it's too damn early. The mother has to know when it's ready, you know what I'm saying? Because if you push it out too early, then it's just going to fall to the ground and die, all right? But they know kind of like just about when. And I feel like these motherly energies want to get me out of the nest as soon as possible because they see this energy. Or it's even like the ugly duckling. Maybe people don't view me as beautiful. Maybe they don't, or the most beautiful thing, or they don't view me as valuable or something like that. So it could be also ugly duckling syndrome. But again, somebody knew that duckling was going to turn into a beautiful swan. Maybe just a little bit more beautiful than they were. And I'm talking about, again, with their nature, not outward appearance, okay? Or financial things, or how clean your walls are, or anything like that, okay? So let's go ahead and go back into this. So the 23, okay? Another place on the end. Okay, so we already read that part. Is the fire in the west which persecutes all the luminaries of heaven. Okay, let's see. This makes me think about the Fire King energy here. Okay. Wait. This course of fire which thou hast seen is the fire in west which persecute all the luminaries of heaven. Okay. Let's see. So again, the 7 mountains in the northwest, okay? And the tree of life, okay? Let's see. And from thence I went to another place, okay, of the earth. And he or she showed me a mountain range of fire which burnt day and night. And I went beyond it and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from the other, and the stones thereof were magnificent and beautiful. Okay. Yeah, okay, the stones are magnificent and beautiful. So this is also giving me the thought of someone maybe with some stones. Okay, I think I did go, oh man, this make me think about maybe a couple of the energies here that I ran into today. Like there were some new tarot readers here. Okay. um a party. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know why I was feeling this need to just do something fun today. And, what other people chose to do kind of, you know, and maybe that's just is what it is too sometimes. Let's see. Okay, 7 magnificent mountains, all differing each from one another, and the stones thereof. Yeah, because even when I was reading this, I was getting kind of excited because I saw a vision of some things or whatever. And then I'm like, nah, that's not what that is. But it was something on my mind. Like I went a little bit further on in the reading. And for some reason, when I saw what I saw, I got excited. But then it feels like somebody just got right in my energy, dude. And was like, well, remember that one part. You know what I'm saying? It's always that. And I'm just like, wait, shut the hell up. Like, it just seemed like something that exciting about this. I want to follow this, like I want to go through with this or whatever. And then it's just like, remember that one part though, in the part that was bringing me up, right? That the part that was